Alright. Gonna play Bullet on the Bullet account I care about. So I might talk a little less, play a little faster. Everyone kind of has that one rating they're like really committed to maintaining, and I would very much like to keep my relatively high Lichess Bullet rating. Because I've worked very hard for it. Yeah. I like how they're playing this. Or, well, I like trying for the d5 break. I'm not sure they got away with it here. They have queen d5. They might have even better. If I have time for g6, king g7, I'm happy. I like that my bishop controls d4. It's often really good to control the square in front of your pawn, because then it's harder for them to blockade it. Probably looking to play rook e8 next. That just seems slightly useful to me. Okay, definitely not obvious how to make progress for me. Just lining up with their king, but yeah, it doesn't do anything. Right, let's push d4. Always check, it might be mate. Our pawn's moving. I allowed a check. Did I allow more than one? If I allowed more than one, it could be a problem. Okay. Got queens off, but their king is time to reach my pawn. So I'm not up a pawn. In fact, I'm in trouble. Alright. I'm going to play here, get the opposition when they come in. Okay. Don't get why they did that. They're just going to go get their last pawn. Yeah, okay. 1 for 1. 25-42. Pretty good rating. I am 24 points off my all-time peak. Be pretty sweet if I made progress on that on camera. That was a tough game, though. I think they played really sensible chess, and I didn't find much against it. And that endgame should have just been a draw. So here, their pawn... Ooh. I should play for a quick d4 before they can reroute their knight to e6 and lock up the square. Let's try to keep a piece on d4. I want to get my rook off the long diagonal, so I'm going to play there. Bring the other rook to the d file. Alright, I think I have time to sort of slowly start making just slight little improvements to my position, like b3, h3, king h2. Maybe now I come to c3, maybe think about coming to d5. That seems like a potentially good square. Now maybe play against the e7 pawn. Play for h5, h6. Bishop h3 looks good, pinning the knight. I think this was a good move. Alright, now we can't hang knight f3, but they did get c4. So this might have all been not so good. Ooh. Yeah, I bungled this. Ooh, yep. Alright. 1 for 2. Strong player, though. I think they handled the position quite well, and I did not get my attack going quickly enough. They created a weakness on c4, and they attacked the weakness, and I did not find good counterplay, though I thought I had a nice position. Alright, we have, I blundered knight g5, knight g5, d5, ed5, knight a5. This is a bit like a fried liver, but I can't play c6 there, unlike the fried liver, but I can take back on d5, so I will. My knight has a retreat. Are they going to play b5? I guess so. I can take that, but I think I'll just block. Maybe play bishop b4 and castles, just to get out of everything. Maybe keep this. I don't think my king's in desperate danger right now, so I don't think I have to castle this turn. Play h6. If they play h5, I can take the knight. They can't take mine because they're pinned. I don't think I mind h5. I'll come to f4. Maybe f5 coming for me, followed by e4. Hit f2. Not sure where to go. I have to play much faster. Shoot. Knight c7 coming next. Guess knight c5 now. Come into e4 next, maybe. Guess take g3. Idea queen h4 next. I'm just going to go for it. They take there, then they allow this check. This is not good for me, because my rook on f8 is hanging. Yeah, and I'm too low. Okay, 1 for 3. I'm going to play another English. I do quite like the English. Usually play it with a Botvinnik system in mind, which is the setup where you put the pawns in the center. Can't click arrows, but you put the pawns in the center on all the light squares, and then kind of try to create a bind and look for where the hook is, usually a pawn here or here, and play against it with f4 or b4 respectively. And I feel it is a reasonable opening to play in bullet because it's fun to take this, so we're going to give up the exchange against the Grob. And knight e5, is that the move? I'll just play knight f6. That's pinned, and will remain pinned. And I don't think I'm in a rush. I think their position has enough kind of weaknesses to it now that I can try to slowly weasel around and put pressure on them. Maybe knight h5 threatens knight g3 maybe sometimes. Maybe it threatens knight f4. I don't know if I need this bishop. Maybe knight d5 to e3 is my best plan. Because their queen needs to stay defending b2s, and my knight on e3 looks pretty strong. Alright, no trades. No trades. They found a way to defend e3. Okay, I'm going to come to b4, threaten to take on c5, and try to induce them to expand, hopefully recklessly. I really want to be threatening some sack on a3, and I don't think I am. So I'm going to come to f4, keep an eye on e2. They can probably actually just take c7. I thought I'd rook c8 after. I could have taken e2. Ooh. I plan it, and then I miss the opportunity. Okay. I might have a lot of problems here. Especially time. Queen c4 looks very good. Yeah, this is lost. Queen g8 is good. Yep. Ooh. Alright. 1 for 4? Talking is hard while trying to maintain high-end ratings. Alright. We're gonna go for the Botvinnik. So they've made the hook on c5. I'm going to question their bishop first. I'll take back knight to keep d4 under control. Now there are both hooks, so I'm going to play f4. I generally prioritize f4 if both are available. And then play f5, think about g4, g5, and hope for kingside attack. Alright. I'm not sure it's great here. My pawn structure's weakened, but their bishop is kind of permanently out of the game. So they have this nice passed pawn, and a nice square for their knight on c5. I will look to trade the bishops. I don't feel this really should count as an opposite colored bishop endgame, because their bishop has no squares. It's like just not in the game. Bishop h3 is sometimes a way to get my bishop a little more active. I would love to trade off all the pieces. I think all trades are good for me because, again, they don't have a bishop. Let's offer a trade. Okay, got to be careful. That's not something I'm concerned about. Going to keep the bishop locked in. Going to try to get to the 8th because that is potentially very vulnerable for them. I guess take this one, play bishop d3. I admit my bishop is a pawn. I'll start pushing the a pawn if I get the opportunity. Alright, they got desperate, and now I should just be up material. Ooh, I think they should have taken on a2 because if I took on e5, they could then pin my bishop and I didn't have a way to defend it. Now I feel I do have ways to defend things. Yeah. How are they going to keep the pawn? They are not. Okay, let's play rook d2. I try to bring the king to d3, put the rook behind the pawn. I guess I blundered this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I get the win there? That's I don't deserve the win there. No. Alright, 2 for 5. Let's play a little longer. I'd like to get back to wherever I started, 25-20 something, I think. Or no, it was 25-30 something. I will not get back there, probably. Very hard to play while talking against, what I think are very strong opponents. Let's go this way. They're going to play bishop g5, and I'm going to try to get sufficient counterplay against their queen side because they've moved all their pieces away from the queen side. Probably play rook c8. Just look to attack the c4 pawn because I feel if I succeed at that, their king will be vulnerable. Maybe bishop g7 next. Think about pushing e4. Maybe queen 8. Ooh, don't hang mate in 1. Okay, I'll take it. I'll play faster. I hung. Ugh. What are we doing? Does that work? Bishop h5. Oh, that hangs a rook. Or the queen, yeah. Just have to play king e7 there, I guess. Ooh. Oh, they played a interesting attack. I think they were totally crushing without the attack at that point, or at least significantly better once I hung d6. So I'm not sure they needed to take the risk there, but okay, 2 for 6. Alright, let's play fast and good. Everyone plays the Mora. Okay. I mean, I'm delighted to trade my bishop for yours. Both of them are arguably very bad bishops, but I am cramped and thus happy to trade some pieces off. It's a fair point. E4 is loose. Not immediately, because like d7 is a devastating response, but it is a potentially vulnerable pawn. Their knight currently looks a lot more active than my bishop. Maybe queen b6. I'd rather have a rook on d8 blocking the pawn than the queen. Maybe idea queen c6, hitting d7 and e4 after I play rook d8. Or if knight d5, queen d6. Maybe queen c6, I'm not sure. Definitely not queen d. Let's go queen e6. Now we're going to get the pawn. If they play queen f3, I'll play king g7, I think. Okay, they didn't make me fight for it. Let's keep this as secure as I can. They have 6 seconds left, so I should mostly just make sure I don't get mated here. And thus bring the queen to g7. Okay, I could take their queen, but we're playing quickly. We'll make a check too. That makes it harder for them to move their other pieces. Yeah. Okay. 3 for 7, and I've lost some rating. Deservedly, too. Alright. Gonna go for another English. Gonna get all your Englishes on this stream. So the hook is on c5, so I'm going to be playing for the b4 advance. I think rook b1 usually comes before a3 and b4, because a3 creates a weakness, so I'd rather make the non-weakening preparatory move first. Knight defends c3. I can go kind of kingside with f4, or I can bring the other rook to c1. Here, I feel I want to bring the other rook. So I'm going to avoid knight g4 and prepare f4. Hopefully they play the other knight to c6, because then this knight won't have a square to retreat to. It does here. d4, sometimes they come into c4. So maybe I don't want to play d4 immediately. Maybe I want to hold that back. Alright, they for some reason didn't think they could retreat the knight. Now I want to play d4, because there's no knight quickly coming to a dangerous square. Maybe rook c1, think about d5. My rook's lined up against their queen. Alright, let's play d5 anyway. Drive the bishop off the diagonal. Now this knight might come into c6 sometimes. Let's play queen f2, hit f7. Okay. We're up a piece. Look to trade their best piece, the bishop. Okay, knight e4, threaten f6. If they go there, I'll throw in an extra check. Okay, now we'll take, and then check, mate. Ooh, finally won a good one. Okay, 4 for 8. I guess this will be a 10-game session. Stick with it. Apparently I bribed Lichess as well to give me a lot of whites. Killer Lion has a very good record against me, so I wonder if they... I often do badly against system players. I think people who play the same position types over and over again often are difficult for me to handle. I don't think I'm good at the kind of slow work of breaking down a lot of systems, and they have a lot of familiarity with them. Systems are obviously like a reasonable way to play bullet anyway, but I think under bullet time controls I have trouble with them. So usually if I have a bad record against someone where the ratings suggest, I probably should take on b7 there, yeah. Where the ratings suggest it should be a decent matchup for me, I usually make the perhaps unfair assumption that they are likely to be a system player. I'm hitting f5. Maybe I want to play for e4 at some point. So I'm thinking knight d2. This knight seems their better knight. Let's play e3. Ooh. Did I blow this? I don't think so. I don't think I did yet. I did. Let's keep the bishop. Maybe come queen d4. Now queen d4 is a real threat, because if rook e5, I have f4. So they feel the need to run. Let's make it a little tricky, threatening queen c4 mate. They should probably go back to e6, yeah. Threatening rook d6. Alright, we clocked him, but completely blew it right around here. I should probably just take, they take, and then the dark light squares around my king are very weak though, so I probably went astray more around here when I started thinking about going for the e4 break or controlling e4. But actually, definitely went astray here when I should just take on b7. Alright, 5 for 9. Can we stay over 25-20? Tough opponent, with a slight minus against them. We got a Lowenthal. Okay, so now the knights get in each other's way a bit for them. I'm going to play bishop b4, threaten d5. Start, you know, this is the freeing break in the Sicilian. I don't want to let them trade their knight, because I still think their knights get in each other's way. So I am not looking to trade for it. But I would be happy to trade their bishop. I think this is a good bishop for them. Probably should have taken it last turn, but I'll take it this turn. Think about f4. Maybe think about d4. Maybe think about queen h4. I like queen h4. Maybe I shouldn't have played queen h4. Where do we go? Centralize the pieces. Knight d4 is probably good, because if they take, I had things. Yeah, now I just gave them the e4 square back again. Guess I should go for d4. I have knight h4 at some point, right? Let's take that. Try to get back to d4. That looks like a good square. Try to keep everything under control. That was good. Keep the knight on. I play fast. They're playing fast. Okay, I can take on b7. So I should... Okay, they're just going for speed now. but they weren't. Whew. Alright, 6 for 10. I should give a rematch. Alright, 6 for 10, one more game. Can we get back up to where we started? So if we win this, we will. That would be pretty sweet. Because it is much harder to play bullet while talking than it is to play bullet without talking. Alright. I allowed bishop g4 there. I think I'm going to play bishop takes. If my knight could get to e6, that would be great. Yeah, they should play g5. Maybe I can take and play g4, knight g3 to h5. Did allow this check. Now knight h5 is a real threat, and they allowed it. So, the position's so close that I'm just going to try to open it now. Okay, keep everything defended. Surprisingly tough position to free myself from. Maybe play rook h1. Bishop d1? Queen h2. Alright, I think I freed myself. Yeah. Control too many squares. This is surely not the most efficient finish, but yes, we did get there. Alright, got back to where I started, 7 for 11. Pretty pleased with this session. Lucky manatee, what can I say?